Hello there. Welcome to the Halls Inc. I'm doing some warm-ups, so feel free to do some with me while I talk about the ideas I have for my channel. So let's start with a circle. See here. They're not the best, but that is okay. That's the whole point of a warm-up. They're not meant to be perfect. It's meant to warm your wrist, a little bit of your fingers, elbow, and your shoulder. That's how you should be drawing, by the way, with the whole arm, unless wrist is required. Like right now, I'm using my wrist to make this nice curvature. That was my fingers just now. This is my elbow. And here's my whole arm. See? I'm using Procreate, and I really love this application. But ever since I decided to go a bit more technical, I was torn between Affinity Designer and Clip Studio. And I have both softwares. So shamefully, I did buy the subscription. I should have just stuck with the perpetual license, but at the same time, I do like Clip Studio, but I'm not very good at it. I mostly use it just for drawing like this. And I've been using the drawing aspects for a long time. Sorry if I suddenly pause at the same time. I'm currently working on another thing that's irrelevant to this conversation. So really, let's go over some ideas I would like to have for this channel to make this more worth it. So, really quickly, long story short, I had this upcoming game series that I wanted to release before Alien Romulus, was released. Basically, it's a game called Alien, Isolation. Like there's Alien Romulus and Alien Isolation. I already have some recordings made. I'm not done with the game. I actually paused at some point. It's not much of a spoiler, but unless you consider it to be, so I guess spoiler warning. You can just skip like 30 seconds. I'm going to talk about it really quickly. Is that okay? Starting now. At some point, you actually get a flamethrower. So really quickly, if you want to help me name my flamethrower, do so now. I actually want to involve my viewers. I want to involve you, who's watching right now, to help me name my flamethrower, because I'm trying to be, I don't know, like not exactly a comedian, but more like I'm playing a part. I am overtly dramatic. I'm exaggerating a lot of things, and well, I'm just trying to find who I want to be as a new YouTuber. And that's where the next part comes in. The main meat and potatoes of this channel is going to be art stuff, such as, as I'm doing right now, I'm doing a warm-up, so don't worry, I'm not going to do a warm-up every single time I start a video unless you want me to, which is okay. Let's go for it. But really, I want to do portraits. I want to show you my characters. Like, for example, my main character of my upcoming story series I'm hoping to as well as release here. Her name is Jenny Ghost. I love her very much. There's a lot of history to her name, and as well as how she was made. I will tell you in a little bit. We'll talk more about my main character Jenny in the following video, hopefully today or another video. Kind of want to get some points out first. I actually wrote it down. And really quickly, back to the Alien Isolation game series. The reason why I haven't released it yet because the original idea was to release it before the film Romulus came out. Let's just say I had a huge snag. It's no one's fault but my own. Like anyone else, I was a bit overzealous. I took on more than I could chew. I was hoping to have my character Jenny with me, and she does, she has her own character, her own being. Like, say for example, I say, "Hey Jenny, play back this," and that's obviously me doing the playback, but she does it for me. You get it? Probably nothing unique there. If anything, it would be a lot better if I had someone to play that part for me. But I don't. It's all me here. As you can see, I'm doing hatching at the moment. I'm making lines here. I like to make multiple boxes and just practice and just consciously not to go out of the line to make it as accurate as possible, as you can see here. Also touching the line, so like 1, 2, put more pressure in, really be more intensive with my strokes. Truth be told, the very first one, I don't know, all of them has a bit of an error to it, but that's okay. Anyway, so I decided to change the idea from an actual animation little character, which I am currently learning because I'm using a program called Cartoon Animator 5 pipeline. And it is pretty interesting, very fascinating. It is relatively fast to animate with. But the snag was, and I didn't even know this at the time, though it's not their fault, it's more like my new brain getting in the way, is that I bought some, some packs. I do not remember what it's called. I should have my laptop in front of me. Give me 20 seconds as I continue to explain how I completely messed up because when I was trying to create my character Jenny Ghost, right, with their character creator, I was trying to add a different hairstyle, and of course I made the adjustments and such. But then the moment you move the face, it breaks. The hair is out of whack. The face, for some reason, it ruins the actual facial features. It was a whole mess. Traffic, yeah, it's called. There's one dressing rooms for male collection, G3 360 hair salon, female collection, and more, and also including the actress themselves. Oh, here we go, all of it. I have the actor. Basically, I have some of the latest stuff, including the G3 360 head maker. In general, they're nice. They're good to have. In fact, it's really good to have them. And in the hands of someone who actually knows what they're doing, they can really make these work. But apparently, I didn't. I kind of just jumped in, hoping to just skip a lot of the hard lifting by actually learning the software. And I kind of paid for that. That's something anyone should know. Like, no matter how impatient you want to be, always take the time to, learn your software, or else you'll hit snags such as I did. And I spent about a month just trying to learn how to use Clip Studio. Sorry, I meant to say Cartoon Animator 5. And now I am late. The movie's been out for at least 2 weeks now, I believe, right? Yeah. But I digress. So basically, I haven't given up on my game series. I'm just taking it in a different approach. So cutouts, which is why I'm also doing these warm-ups really quickly, so that I can make some cutouts and have them be a still animation. It's like, I'm not sure if you know any of these YouTubers, but one of the more popular ones. I'm not really popular. Maybe he's popular, but I think he's like Prince Vegeta on the couch or something like that. He's technically speaking not a still image cutout, animated character. Same with Shady Do Rags. He has this character that he plays at. Well, I mean it's him, but it's like a cartoon character. Like, let me take and draw it. Because this is more simple than Prince Vegeta. Oh dang! Okay, there we go. No, Shady Do Rags has this cool little beanie. It's like this. Oh, I did that wrong. No, just draw the head first. It's always easier when you draw the head. Like, stupid guys. I am really. I mean, I'm better at drawing. I believe me. Please believe me. I'm a pretty decent artist. Just kind of just speed drawing this. He has like here. I'm not Ina or Callie Mori or anyone else. I think a YouTuber named Skibbits. He's an animator. I'm none of those guys. I'm not Mark Brunet. I'm not any of those people. Uh, though I would like to become an artist, YouTube artist myself, because I actually love art. I love stories, which is another topic I want to bring up. I'm pretty sure you know who he is. He's Shady Durags. He has many names: the King of the Hill guy, the superhero guy, the BoJack guy. Very, very good YouTuber. I actually love his series. I listen to all the time. Anyway, so he has a cutout, image. So it's like it's animated, but it's also not animated because it's still images, and that's what I decided to do with my own video game series. I have, I do have a template. I'll show you in a little bit, maybe not. We'll see, because I want to get through some points before this video gets too long. But it's coming though. I have not given up on it. It will be out soon. As soon as I'm finished with the cutouts, I gotta do some editing. Along the way, if you guys want to, help me name my flamethrower, just so you can participate, because why not? I think it's fun. I actually really love Alien Isolation. So yeah, write in the comments on what name you think my flamethrower should be. I'm thinking either Pyra, or Inferno, or no, not Inferno. That's not stupid. The Dragon's Breath. I don't know. Could be anything. I am not doing a good job doing a warm up. Anyway, let's just do a little more complex warm up here. Anyway, what do I have on my list here? Oh yeah, comics. Okay, so besides animations, which I also want to do, at the moment, technically speaking, I have a comic being made, but it's on severe pause because, well, I did try to make a comic through Procreate, and it did work, but I don't know, I'm not very good. So I found this YouTuber named Star, and she actually released a book recently. Well, I mean, it was recent at the time. It's been out for a while now, actually. I think at the beginning of the year is when she released it. But still, she released it, and she actually teaches you how to make webcomics. And she actually made me feel confident that I can actually officially make a webcomic. But as I mentioned about Clip Studio, I only use it for drawing. I don't actually know how to use the drawing feature. The comic book features of the program, and I feel quite silly. I feel quite silly for not knowing that. So I'm currently taking some classes from a man named Ed Foychuk, and of course, Star also teaches you as well. I'm going to look at both videos and just get the most out of the software. I will do some videos with that software in upcoming weeks. Because why not? I'm not a professional at it, so please forgive me if I mess up. And those who do use Clip Studio and cringe, why is he doing that? Why can't you do this and that? Please let me know, for real. If you can tell me to do if there's a faster way to do a certain thing than what I'm doing, please tell me. I appreciate any and all with wisdom on how to make comic books or even animation. I have a lot of classes on that. Technically speaking, I should probably show you a clip. If I have time, I will post a clip, I guess, right now, if I can remember to edit it in. If not, for sure, I'll do an animation warm-up on my next video, just so you can see how serious I am on the field that I chose. And that's basically to tell stories. I love stories. I'm constantly making fan fictions and original ideas all the time. But the problem is, I did try book writing. I'm not saying I'm bad at it. I'm actually pretty decent on writing down ideas, the lines, and all that. But the thing is, to make a full-fledged book, I takes time, and my hands. I mean, I can tell that my affinity is more something like right now. Even now, like it's supposed to be a practice, but I feel comfortable in drawing. No, I feel more comfort in actually hand drawing the actual emotions, the actual actions. I don't know why I draw this part, but that's part of the journey. You just learn as you go. And yeah, basically, I really like to draw. I want to have you see my actual characters. I want you to see my character Jenny Ghost doing awesome things. And you're probably wondering, who is Jenny Ghost? I'm getting to it. I'm getting there. Maybe I'll do a full video on who she actually is. But at the same time, though, if I can get you to learn who she is through my animations or through my comic books, or even through here, because I also plan to do voiceover story time. I have a few. Again, I have many ideas, like everyone else, but I'm actually putting into practice, which I hope you who's watching right now, doesn't matter if it's 2024, 2025, and plus, plus, plus. If you manage to find this original video, know that you too can become an interesting YouTuber. All you gotta do is just do it. I don't know what, but again, for the record, this is just meant to be a practice by hand. But perfectionism kicked in, and that's not always a good thing. But yeah, you can do it too. Everyone, you just gotta just do it. Just take a chance. That's what I'm doing right now. I don't know if I'll be successful. I'm marking it right now. I don't know, but I don't care because my reasons is, of course, everybody wants to make money. Of course, I do want to treat this as a job. I would like to have some revenue so I can finally help my mother, who's always having to deal with my nonsense. I want to help my family, to help pay for things, and to finally like be my own person. So I am my own person. Don't get me wrong. I am not a shut-in. I actually do work. I work at my family's restaurant, Alberto's Mexican food. My Spanish is not that good, so don't ask me if I know Spanish, by the way. Like, I understand it, but my pronunciation, the words, I could use some work. But my main reason for starting this YouTube channel, because I just want to share good stories with people. I'm tired of all that's happening right now, and this time, at this very moment, so much propaganda, so much safety, if that makes sense to you. Because a lot of the companies nowadays, they don't want to risk, they don't want to be creative, they don't want to really push their limits, and so they're just being safe. They're being safe. They don't want to be expressive. They don't want to like take it by the teeth and just try something new, make a story that could easily be original, or maybe even if it does copy something, after all, nothing is new underneath the sun. It'll be a nice story, a nice film, or whatever they want to do. But there's too much repetitiveness in the wrong way, too much propaganda. I mean, that's the only way I can truly describe it without canceling myself out this early on. I mean, by the end of the day, I try to be careful with what I say, but really, there's just too much nonsense and it's stressing me out. That's where I come in. I mean, exactly. I mean, I'm not a huge. I mean, I can't take on that kind of challenge on my own. I'm just one person. But there's also other YouTubers with nice stories that are really good, and they're full of creativity. I'm just another guy who wants to be a part of that community. I just want to have good stories again. I don't want people to tell me what to think or what to do because it's political. I'm tired of the politics. So that's my own personal mission here, is just to share my stories. If you like it, great. If you don't like it, that's perfectly fine. I don't like every single original idea out there either. I have my issues. Don't get me wrong. But it also encourages me to finally get my own ideas out. I'm sorry for being a little vague, just that I don't want this video to be longer than it already is. And believe me, this is pretty long as it is. And I'm not exactly hitting the points I want to hit. But really, I just want to share my ideas and just have a good time again. I'm just tired of always having to pick sides, if that makes sense to you. If it doesn't, that's perfectly fine. You can just leave. But I hope you don't leave. Because I don't want to I don't want anyone to leave thinking that their opinion doesn't matter. In fact, I want to have an argument so we can really understand the core problem of what's causing everyone to go crazy. You know? Of course, the world won't be saved by animations or comics. That's not what I want to do either. I just want to have fun. I just want to bring back what we used to have. Anyway, what do I have here? So yeah, I want to do animations. Oh, I mean, you can also ask. I'm pretty sure someone's going to ask, what kind of animations you want to do? Okay, well, of course, for the first few weeks or few months, I don't know, maybe the first couple of times, I'm going to just do practice animations. But eventually, I want to animate my own original idea, stories. Maybe before that, maybe pick some books, animate some scenes that I really I think should look like. There's also some fan fiction, story tellers out there, like for example, Petit Patrol. He makes some really good Star Wars what ifs, really good what ifs, including Star Wars Theory, the flagship of Star Wars theories, and so forth, including Moscow X. There's also some scenes that I think he did a really good job. I just want to animate those scenes because it's fun. I mean, why not have a visual reference on what that would look like? So that's another idea I would like to do, just to get the practice in. And like I said, eventually animating my own series, whether that be through Clip Studio. Sorry, he's saying Clip Studio because that's on my mind right now. Either that's through Cartoon Animator, or Moho, or even Blender. Whether it's hand-drawn animation or puppet animation, doesn't matter to me. So I will say this, for now it is going to be a lot of hand animation, which again in my next video I will do some animation warm-ups so you can see where I'm at the moment, and hopefully throughout the day, throughout the journey, if you're still with me, you can see how far I progress. Another idea before I wrap this up, by the way, because again I don't want it to be too long as it is. I mean, this is way long. Is another idea of mine which will come to fruition is like a news channel type of, part of the channel. I want to tell people what's new with the restaurants. It's also a room where I can share my opinions without my thoughts being broken up. Because right now my brain is 100% right now. I'm focusing on the drawing. But it's also making me talk a little slow. I do draw, but I also don't really draw and talk at the same time, which I will learn over time. And yeah, this news channel will cover everything, including upcoming animation shows I'm going to have, or like statuses on my comic. If you end up enjoying it, I'll probably talk about it next time, or maybe I'll even show it to you guys. I know there's a lot of buts, ifs, and maybes, but that's the whole point of the journey. This is my very first video in a long time, because I know you'll see videos already. Like I'm just posting stuff randomly, but this is officially me interacting with you. I want to interact with you. because why not? And you can even get kick it out of it too. Anyway, last thing before I stop right here. I mean, so sorry that I couldn't get to the actual character drawing itself. If someone manages to catch me before I do the animation exercise and say, "Oh, I want to see the character you're trying to draw," okay, I will do that instead. Uh, so the last bit of news I want to give before I stop for right now is that I actually bought, Mark Brunet's, art school. I got it, but I haven't started it yet, and for one reason only. I mean, I didn't know that the actual. I mean, it's an actual school. Like, basically, it's gonna last about 2 years, roughly, depending how fast or slow I go at it. And I actually have. I need to finish learning again Clip Studio and maybe touch up on Blender a little because why not? I want to do that first before I completely commit all my time to the class. Who knows? Maybe I can squeeze in a few other things as well. Work on my comic a bit. Maybe I'll push myself to finish a few pages here before I start, and also for you to see where I'm at as an artist. And I also want to document my journey and my progression. I've seen people. I actually looked it up on YouTube where I tried to see, oh, what's the journey? And someone start out the first month, and that's kind of it. They can't just stop right there. I'm like, oh my goodness, what happened to them? Are they still posting? Are they still learning? And what happened? So another brand new idea for for this channel is that I actually want to record my journey. Again, just my progress, like how I'm doing, maybe like a monthly, progress, and actually commit to it to show you where I'm at, and to show you whether it or not that Mark Brunet's class is worth it or not, which I know for a fact it is. In fact, I've been listening more and more to his advice on his YouTube class, and I've been paying the fee of one like, and I already subbed him, though he wants to sub every single time. I'll do it again and again. But I've been using some of his techniques, and it's actually improved a lot of my drawings. Like, dang, this man is legit. So, yeah, I took a chance, and I didn't know it was gonna be that long. So, I'm going to start next year in January of my official, art journey class with him. Until then, I want to, again, so sorry for repeating myself, is to show you where I'm at this very moment. And yeah, just see my progress. Anyway, thank you so much for listening to my ramblings. I'm so sorry that I kind of missed some beats here and there. I hope you enjoy what you see. I don't really know what I was drawing. I kind of just did an autopilot at some point. I actually don't remember this cylinder for some reason. I know this I know because I was hyper focusing on that. I didn't realize I made this look good. But yeah, so again, if someone manages to catch me and they want to see what I was originally going to draw, hit me. Let me know. I'll do that first before my animation, warm up video. And I'll keep talking about what I want to do with this channel, as well as commit to as well. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. I'll try to be less annoying and get more to the point. And you'll see more of me here because yeah. Have a good day.